Thank you for joining in, and for today's video I have an unboxing of some new art supplies here by the brand Chalkola. This is their brand new gouache paint set. It has 36 different colors. They are the 12 milliliter tubes, and it includes 10 different brushes, a palette knife, one palette, and a small circular yellow sponge. It says that they are high intensity colors, are made with premium quality artist pigments. So that was just some of the information that's already on the box here. And everything is really nicely packaged. There's the little sponge, and you have this nice sturdy palette. It is plastic, but it's very thick and sturdy. And then you have the 10 different brushes, which there are, let's see, it says round, flat, filbert, angular, comb, glaze wash, detail, liner, script, and a fan brush. So there's a wide variety there. And you also get a palette knife. And then what I really enjoyed, it was the swatch sheet there. So that comes in handy, and the colors are labeled, and it is actually watercolor paper. So you can see a little bit of texture on there. It's probably hard to see on camera, but you can see it in person, and just by the feel of it, you can tell it's not like just cardstock. It's actual watercolor paper, which is nice. And then you have your 36 colors there. And there's a few metallic colors in this set, which is really great because I do not have gouache metallic paints, so I was excited for that. And I did notice that I really like the way their tubes are. It says the color name, but there's also pigment information on there for those who are interested in that, as well as the little plus signs represent the light fastness, and the fullness of the circle is the opacity. So there's a lot of information the company took the time to put on there, as well as the pigment information. Just as an example here, I have the deep green in my hand. It says PG7 and PB15. So, like I said, if you are someone who's very interested in all of the pigments, that is there for you. And they're labeled on both sides as well. On the back of the box here, we have the same information. There's all the colors with the pigment information and the light fastness. We have the scarlet red, crimson red, vermilion red, lemon yellow, mid yellow, Naples yellow, yellow ochre, orange, sap green, light green, deep green, viridian. There's turquoise, cerulean, sky blue, violet, rose, which when you swatch it out, it looks like opera rose, peach, gold ochre, which so that one was a little bit, it almost looked like a chartreuse to me. Yellow green, Payne's gray, black. It says zinc white, titanium white, Prussian ultramarine, lilac, ochre, burnt sienna, burnt umber, and then we have a few metallics at the bottom. There's pearl white, rose gold, gold, silver, and bronze. So that was a mouthful. There's definitely a lot of colors to choose from. And again, it has the light fastness and the opacity information on the back there. as like an example. And I was just checking the palette knife. It is very sturdy. And the brushes here, I would say, are craft quality. They're definitely student grade or for hobbyists, but it's nice that they are included. You have a wide variety to choose from there, and I will just show some close-ups. And we do have the nice plastic palette that I mentioned before. I actually, when I'm doing gouache, I do use these plastic palettes because I like to use my gouache straight out of the tubes. I think they're much more vibrant that way. I'm not one to like squeeze out a bunch and then let it get hard and re-wet it. I've tried that in the past and I'm just not crazy about it. So I do use these and recommend them. And I always squirt out just a tiny bit of paint at a time so that way you're not being wasteful as well. But you can certainly reactivate them with the water if you wanted to. So there's lots of different wells there. And this is part 1. If I didn't already mention it before, I will be showing part 2. I'm going to go through and swatch everything and show some artwork. I just didn't want this video to be too terribly long, so it is broken up into 2 different sections. And that is it for today's unboxing video. Like I just mentioned, stay tuned and subscribe for part 2. And I will see you next time. Also, you can feel free to check out my Patreon. I have my Rose tier on sale. And the Tiger Lily is as low as $6 just to join. Also, private lessons are available. And if anyone is interested, all of these art supplies will be listed down in the description down below.